Fasiuddin, however unprepared he was, as he said, but he was well packaged, and this packaging has come, as he rightly has pointed out, to the college, where our roots are there. We cannot forget our roots. Maybe our small village somewhere, there are some students amongst us who have been coming from petty villages, very small villages, but they are doing their well. They are doing their well, they are happy. No matter where you are, in what field you are, but thriving and striving is more important. You are doing your best. Valentine's, Kerure and his group has given this opportunity. बरंच काही बोलायचं असतं, पण जसं केरुरे म्हटला की शब्द सापडत नाहीत. खरंच आहे, शब्द सापडत नाहीत. आपण इथे सगळे जमलेलो आहोत. ह्या डायसचा वापर कसा करायचा? Mr. Fasiuddin has pointed again to one another issue. We are not packaged. I take this opportunity to consenting from all of you that please communicate this thing which I will be putting to you now, that our curriculum in the college should include many aspects like what Fasi has pointed out. He is a senior member amongst all of us, like Ajmera is. We need some packaging. We definitely need some packaging, and our course curriculum is such that we are being trained for being technologists only. But besides being a technology student, food science graduate, you need to be manager also. So managerial aspects, business administration are essential parts of the industry. And unless and until you present yourself how well you are, there is no value. There is no value at all. In whatsoever organization you are, whether you be in the industry, you be in the government organization, or you be in the private sector, doing your own business like what Mr. Vadalkar is doing, or what Chitnis is doing, or our late colleague Mr. Bajpai was doing. They are advocates, but they are the pillars. Every one of you or us is a pillar. We are giving our part to this society. But presenting yourself, how well you are prepared, is more important. So please bear in mind, ये जो हम लोग कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर, इससे क्या निकल सकता है ये हमें देखना चाहिए. लड़के आते हैं, ग्रेजुएट्स बनते हैं, there are problems for them, financial problems. They come with the dream that they will start their industry. Where should the finance come from? Not all parents are well equipped. They are not financially sustainable to provide them the opportunity. Even if they are financially sustainable, they are worried. Their hard-earned money for years together may go vanish in a year or two. The industry people over here, the final advocacy lane over here, they should come forward, join a platform. All of us should form a group where you should donate yourself by way of your expertise in the matter, or by economical means. You should donate. Create a platform for all of us where you can thrive, help each other. Like Fasi has said, millionaires, I haven't gone millionaire because I tried it, because I made others millionaire or something like that. So unless and until you help out each other, you are not going to be very rich or somewhere in the line. Of course, whatsoever we are today, we have proved that we are the best, and we are perhaps the best. But come, let us join hand, share the love and responsibility that we have amongst each other. Thank you very much.
Most respected dear P.N. Kulkarni sir, Madam Kulkarni Madam, and my proud students from first batch, is Mr. Fasiuddin sir, then first batch student Mr. Food Inspector Ajmera sir, and my dear friends and my students. When I received the telephone telephonic talk with Mr. Panda, and he said me that alumni function is arranged on 14th February. So at that time, at that moment, I was so happy, so eager that at that same time, same date, I reserved my ticket for Bombay, that to come to for this alumni function. Because this type of alumni function was arranged in our college in 1993, and that time the students, I see that their faces means at that time also they are so eager to get together. But unfortunately, this program from 1993, we could not arrange this program. And Mr. Gilray and his colleagues, they arranged this program and they had an opportunity to get together. मला आता असं घडून आलेलं आहे, खरं म्हणजे तुम्हाला सांगायचं याच्यामध्ये मला म्हणजे सांगायचं आहे की आपले विद्यार्थी समजा आता माझे काही विद्यार्थी आणि माझे कलीग खरोखरच ज्यावेळेस आम्ही कॉलेजमध्ये त्यांना शिकवत असतो किंवा त्यांना पाहतो तर वेगळ्या वेगळ्या फील्ड मधून ते पुढे कसे बाहेर येतात. युनिव्हर्सिटी मध्ये आज आपल्या युनिव्हर्सिटी मधून जवळजवळ 10 ते 15 विद्यार्थी गेट थ्रू सुद्धा लागलेले आहेत. म्हणजे त्यांचे किती टॅलेंट आहे. त्याच्यानंतर फूड इन्स्पेक्टर मध्ये आपले किती विद्यार्थी लागलेले आहेत. त्याच्यानंतर पूर्ण फूड फॅक्टरीज मध्ये आपले किती विद्यार्थी लागलेले आहेत. म्हणजे आपल्या कॉलेजची जी विद्यार्थी आणि त्यांचं म्हणजे मार्ग, तसं की पशुवैद्यकीय विद्यार्थीला मी म्हणजे असं जवळून पाहिलेलं नव्हतं, परंतु मी त्यांच्या डेट ऑफ बर्थ माझ्याजवळ सर्वांच्या जवळजवळ डेट ऑफ बर्थ आहेत. मी कुठंतरी त्यांना असं कम्युनिकेशन करण्याचा प्रयत्न करतो प्रत्येक विद्यार्थ्यांना किंवा त्यांच्या ज्यावेळेस डेट ऑफ बर्थ येते. आणि काही विद्यार्थ्यांना माहिती आहे मी एवढं कारण आपल्या जे आता प्रेझेंट विद्यार्थी आहेत त्यांना सुद्धा डेट ऑफ बर्थला कम्युनिकेशन करायचा प्रयत्न करतो. कारण काय, त्याचं एकच कारण आहे की सर्वांनी आपली मोठी फॅमिली झालेली. आता जसं सांगितलं किंवा फक्त 32 विद्यार्थी होते अगोदर आणि 32 विद्यार्थ्यानंतर आज आपण 1000-2000 विद्यार्थ्यांमध्ये झालो. तर आपलं कुठंतरी याचं एक कम्युनिकेशन पाहिजे. तर ते काय चाललेलं आहे किंवा आता पंडाचं काय चाललेलं आहे किंवा अन्नपुरेचं काय चाललेलं आहे किंवा काय चाललेलं आहे. जे आमचे सर गेलेले आहेत समजा हरी पवार सर आहेत किंवा गुंजाळ सर आहेत, यांचं सर्वांचं एक कम्युनिकेशन पाहिजे. आणि त्या कम्युनिकेशनच्या दृष्टिकोनातच 1993 ला आपण प्रोग्राम अरेंज केला होता. त्यावेळेस पासून आम्ही काही प्रोग्राम अरेंज करू शकलो नाही. आता सरांनी सांगितलं तसं या प्लॅनिंग मध्ये मला तर असं वाटतं की औरंगाबादला किंवा जसं आपण ठरवाल तसं एखादे एक जागा किंवा एखादे घेऊन एक फूड टेक्नॉलॉजीचं CFTRL ला दरवर्षी अल्युमिनी फंक्शन होतं. तसं एक औरंगाबाद हो किंवा मुंबई हो किंवा औरंगाबाद सारख्या ठिकाणी सर्वांचं परमनंट ही असोसिएशन हो एखादी जागा घेऊन तिथं एक 4 रूमचं समजा एक गेस्ट हाऊस टाईप जरी समजा आपण जर केलं तर त्यामध्ये काय होईल की आपले समजा विद्यार्थी जरी कुठूनही आला तर त्याला गेस्ट हाऊस मध्ये न जाता तो आपल्या तिथे थांबेल. एक 4 रूमचं एक गेस्ट हाऊस टाईप असं करून म्हणजे परमनंट स्ट्रक्चर हे आपण सर्वांनी उभं करायला पाहिजे. कारण सर्वांनाच आहे, सर्वच जण बिझी आहेत. कुणी जर
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next speaker, which we are very eager to listen, he is chief guest of today's function, and I mean, in true words, he needs no words to introduce himself. But let me introduce, for the sake of information, he is Dr. D.N. Kulkarni, Professor, Head of the Food Science and Technology Department. He completed his BSc Agriculture in 1972. He did MSc Food Technology at CFTRI in 1974 and PhD also. He joined Institute of Applied Science and Technology, Dharam in 1974-75. He joined Marathwada Agriculture University in 1975, the same year. He prepared project proposal for College of Food Technology in 1975. He is key factor. He is founder member of our college. Ladies and gentlemen, give a thunderous applause to Dr. Great people have their mark in various fields also. So you can see how he made his mark his stint in various other fields. He had his stint in Bark. He is Janira Fellow, Denmark, 1979-80. He is a visiting professor, Mauritius, 1993. He visited China and visited as a visiting scientist, 1993. Visited several countries like United States, Europe, Indonesia, etc. He is Director of Agriculture Food Research Foundation of India at Pune on deputation 1999-2001 and presently continuing in Parvani. He published about 150 papers. I mean, those people who are in research field, this data, this figure is too much. He has industry liaison and sold processing technology to about 20 units. He received several awards at national and 2 international awards. So with these little humble words, I humbly request Dr. D.N. Kulkarni to address today's gathering. Thank you.
It's very nice to see all of you. Some of you have grown fat. Some of you are bald. Grayed. But they are nice. Everybody I found to be very pleasant. Right from the first batch. I think from first batch Ajmera is the only one here. And then I see Sikchi there. He has grayed a little bit, but still same stature. And of course, my very dear student Fasi, he was very popular during his student life. His smile has not changed, the size has changed. Very pleasing personality. And when I see all of you, I remember everybody of you. Some of you might not be very close to me when I was out of country, but I have met almost everybody, one or other time. Maybe a student or maybe after they have passed out. And whenever I go different places, I try to make a point to meet at least some of you whom I know or whose address or phone number is in me. It's very difficult to meet everybody. And this function like today is definitely going to lead towards a sound CFT alumni. Now CFT is the first IIT pattern food technology college in India. And I should say, at this occasion, we'll make it a National College of Food Technology. It is possible. Now, all of you may not be knowing how this college was born. Maybe first few batches, they know. There's some history to it. Like every institute, every organization has history. CFT also has a history. And I should mention here how this college was born, because I was witness to it. Some of the new students, last few batches, may not be aware of what is the history of the college. Marathwada Agriculture University, all of you know, is situated in a very remote, backward area of Parvani. Even people in Bombay, they don't know where is Parvani. When I introduce sometime that I am from Parvani, they ask me in which district it is. And even some people, they ask me in which state it is. So you can imagine how the situation is. But when we say we are from Food Technology College of Parvani, at least those who are involved in food business, they know it, that there is some college in food technology at Parvani, because our students have spread all over the world. So our students have taken name of Parvani, name of College of Food Technology, name of Marathwada Agriculture University to different corners of the country at least. It was in 1975, actually I passed in 74 from CFTRI, and then that time food technology or food industry as such was not very well developed in India. There were hardly few units. There was no unit in Marathwada area anyway. In Maharashtra there were only few units, like in Bombay, or 1 or 2 units in Pune, some of the units in Nagpur, but very few units. So industry was not very well developed. And naturally I never thought what I am going to do after MSc. Fortunately I got a job because of Madam in Nepal, Institute of Applied Science and Technology. They wanted to start a food technology college there in Nepal when it was not in India. And I was called there. Naturally, because she was there, I ran. And we established a diploma program of food technology, which was equivalent to actually a degree program now, in 1975. And I happened to come to my native in holidays. And because Dr. D.K. Salanke, some of you might have heard, a great food technologist from USA, he had joined Marathwada Agriculture University as Vice Chancellor. Being a food technologist and a Vice Chancellor at Parvani, I went to see him, I met him. And I was surprised, he knew my name already. Because meanwhile, he had contacted CFTRI, and one great person, Dr. S.P. Mandrekar, a Maharashtrian, who was the chairman of the training center in Mysore. Dr. Salanke had contacted him and stated that we would like to start a food technology college in Parvani. And do you have any person in mind who can come to Parvani and work? And I happened to meet Dr. Salanke next day of it, by chance. So he knew my name a day before, and I just went to him and told that I am such and such person. He came to greet me at the door. No Vice Chancellor generally walks up to the door to welcome. Very rare. He was a very great person. And I think he is the first person who had in mind to have a food technology college at Parvani. We should remember him today. Now he is more than 85. He is at Utah State University and he is invalid now. But I spoke to him last April. He is still good at his memory and he still remembers Parvani and the college. So in 75 when I met him, I told him that why should we not start food technology, which he had in the mind also. And then he said, why don't you join? I said, okay, I'll have to go to Nepal and resign and take time and come. He said, no, nothing doing, you join today. By the time I came out of his chamber, he had issued me order to join. I joined and then went on a leave to resign the place in Nepal and came back. And then we prepared a project report for the college. Dr. Ingle, we should remember him today. He was the first project officer who was appointed. And we prepared a project report, submitted to government. It was liked by government very much. They said no such college is existing in India that time. In 10 plus 2 plus 4 pattern. That time it was a different program. It was 3.5 years degree, first batch. Some of you may not be knowing. But first batch was 3.5 years degree, not 4 years. And it was a 3 years plus half year of implanting. And the first batch, when got admitted, we didn't have anything. No building, no laboratory, nothing. A small, you must be remembering Sant Tukaram school. Huh? That was the building of College of Technology. We started from that place. There were only 4 or 5 rooms there. There was only one table and 2 chairs. So whenever Dr. Ingle used to go out for some meeting, then I used to sit on the chair. That was the first time, because there were no furnitures that time. That was in 1975-76 story. We got some materials collected from different departments, like from horticulture department, then there was something from dairy department, then Sargam resuscitation biochemistry department. There was one Krishi Vigyan Kendra where a lot of equipments were donated by UNICEF, utensils, we got collected everything in one place and we created laboratories. One laboratory for food, one for microbiology, dairy, and one for biochemistry. And then few people from within university, they were pulled together, like Dr. S.S. Kadam from biochemistry, Dr. Rathi from animal husbandry, Zoglekar from animal husbandry, and then Dr. Khedkar, he was from horticulture department. They came together, and Madam joined in 1976. She came there, we got married, and she came to Parbhani just while starting of the college. And first batch was admitted in June. We started program, there was nothing. We used to prepare jam, jellies, ketchup, sauces, candies, and all other products outside on a fire. Do you remember, Ajmer? I think you remember. We used to prepare that. And by the time first batch came out, college had a new building, college had a pilot plant, college had a bakery, college had several laboratories of various departments. Within 3.5 years, there was what you call a physical college. That time it was not a physical college, but in 1980, when first batch came out, there was a full-fledged college in it. And as soon as first batch came out, we started MT. And that is how this program came into. Many people joined, our own students have joined, and now it has grown into a big family. And in last, as Deshpande said, 28 years of existence, we have come to this stage. Very rightly said by Fasi, we have not packaged ourselves very well. See, college is a platform where you learn something. There may be some upgradation with respect to technical aspects in syllabus and everything. But a professional food technology is something different, which you can learn only in the field. There are so many ins and outs. There are so many things which are ethical, non-ethical. There are so many things which are of behavioral aspects. There are so many things where you have to present yourself. And those things have to be learned through experience outside. But we should not stop at saying that it should be learned only outside the college. The beginning must be made in the college itself. And that is why I have been telling even in the classes also, that study something different from the textbook, always. That is very important. Acquiring knowledge from various sources during study itself will make you prepared to face the challenges outside. And maybe first few batches there was not much of a competition, but now you will have a lot of competition. So many food technology colleges have started. And when we say ours was the first, we have to keep our lead. Almost every university is starting food technology college. Almost every university, whether traditional or agriculture, graduate programs. That means you will have definitely a lot of competition to face. And to face the competition, we must have quality. Without quality, it is not possible to face the challenges. Whether it is for food or whether it is for the product or whether it is for yourself, you will have to face the challenges through your quality. Quality which is not only inside the package, but also it should be visible to the takers. I will use here the word takers because somebody will be taking you. And some of you will be maybe entrepreneurs or owners of the companies. They will have to present themselves also in front of the country. So from that point of view, there is no other way than hard work and maintenance of quality. It was rightly said that we should incorporate and upgrade our syllabus from time to time. Changing syllabus has its own procedure, I should say. But we should not stop at that. Even if it is not in syllabus, we should include it while during teaching. And I have been doing that. Maybe some of our students who are still student at Parbani, they might have experienced that we have been including from time to time some of the things which are of urgent needs of today, like say HACCP certification or GMP aspects or even some computer applications in food industry. We have introduced. But problem is we ourselves may not be prepared to teach. I must agree in front of you as a faculty that we ourselves may not be prepared so much to teach you in these lines, because teachers also are not exposed. Maybe some of them are exposed, but not all of them. And what is the need in the field, that is also you should be made aware of at the college level. And perhaps CFTERA alumni, which they have been doing, some of you are both alumni of CFTERA and CFT. They have been doing this since few years, an interaction among themselves in order to prepare ourselves. So from that point of view, perhaps our CFT alumni also will be a platform to have an interaction with staff and students, so that our staff, our faculty will know exactly what is needed in the field, because you are in the field. And faculty is not, I can't say, nobody can say that it is 100% knowledgeable. It is a two-way traffic. Maybe we will also learn from you. And no other platform is there to learn from you. And perhaps it is the alumni where we can learn from you, because you have gained a lot of experience in the field. Some of you who are quite senior, those who have worked for quite long period, they have done hard work, they have faced various situations. And I think it is an opportunity even for us to learn from you. And that is why this type of occasion should come quite frequently, at least once in a year. It is very essential. What for our alumni is actually, it's not just for meeting, just not to reintroduce ourselves, but also to help ourselves. Everybody may not be doing very good. This I should tell you, that it's not that every alumni is doing very good. Some of them, they are in some time in distress. Sometimes they lose jobs suddenly. Sometimes there are accidents in families, deaths sometimes. And at such hours, we should be together. Like some of the speaker was saying that many of the students, they are coming from poor families, from villages. There may be some students who are very, very needy financially. Whether we can do in that something. Similarly, we have cause, social cause. What we are going to do in that? It may not be possible to solve all the problems through alumni, I am aware of it. But at least there has to be an awareness among ourselves to do something apart from our regular job. And I think this alumni is one platform through which we can do something. As one of the what you call patrons of this alumni, I should suggest here one or two things. Like we should have an endowment fund as alumni. We should, I was discussing with some of our colleagues from Parbani before coming here, that we should create such fund. Even if we contribute some 200 rupees in a year, you can imagine from 1,000 people, 200 rupees in a year and every year. Definitely a significant amount could be collected, which could be used for some good cause. Maybe helping persons who are in distress, maybe helping families who have some problems, maybe helping students, maybe even felicitating and awarding our ex-alumni, those who have excelled in their field. I think that should be done. among our alumni, those who have excelled, they have done real good service to the nation or to the society. And they have come up to a stage where they have really achieved something. I think we should felicitate them. We should award them with some CFT Alumni Award. Every year, at least one award to begin with. And for that, we should collect. We should donate at least 200 rupees per year, everybody. This is a very small contribution. This is the way which we can proceed further. And as Mr. Deshpande said, we should have some place, office, monogram, letterheads, website is there. Panda has done a very good service by creating the website for us. Recently, some work has also been done at Parvani. We will be launching our own college website. And this is going to help us. In today's deliberations, perhaps we should rethink on this and come together to form such endowment. Another thing I would like to suggest here is, we should publish a directory of all our students, batch-wise. Very important. This is required. So that any person who are in need, they can contact each other. Like if I come to Bombay and I would like to see somebody in Mantralaya where our students are there, it is possible for me to contact them if I have a handy directory. Or if some student is interested to have some introduction with some of the companies, they can definitely contact their senior alumni. Or even the senior alumni who are working in industries, they are in search of food technologists for employment. They can definitely contact. We know who is experienced in what. So definitely that is going to help. I think this should be done. This is a very small thing to do, but somebody can do. Now with computerization, it's not difficult to do. At college level, we have the addresses of their family addresses or home addresses batch-wise, but those addresses may not be valid. They might have changed over a period of time. But whichever way possible, like today without invitation, so many people can come. That means definitely we have some contacts with each other. And with these contacts, I think it is possible to get as many as possible addresses of our alumni colleagues. When I came to know of this function today, and I was told that we were going to meet, I was very happy. In fact, last few months back, we had IFCON in CFTRI. That time I was surprised, there were about 50 student colleagues there meeting during IFCON. And in one of the nights of the IFCON, we sat together on the lawns of CFTRI and we discussed among ourselves. And same feeling was expressed by all of them. Almost about 50 students were there during the IFCON. That was really surprising. And I am sure when you have come together without invitation, so many people today, this is definitely going to grow. I am confident of it. Whatever help is required, as your teacher, as your colleague, I should say, we are always there. Because no parents will like that their children or their students are not available whenever required. So as your teachers, we are always there with you. And your progress is our progress. When we feel our students have